Sykes,
Here.
Commissioner Harris,
Here.
Commissioner Earl,
Here.
Commissioner Downing here, Mayor,
Present.
City Clerk's present, Police,
Here.
Fire,
Here.
Public Works,
Here.
and City Attorney.
Present.
Alright,
Will you please bow your head for prayer? Father God, in your Son Jesus' name, we come as humble as we know how. Thanking you for this day, thanking you for your multitude of blessings. Father, you're a good God and we acknowledge you're ever present. Father God, we come on behalf of our meeting for the city of Clarksdale, Father God. We ask that everything be done decent and in order, and that everything, every decision that we make be about the citizens of Clarksdale, Mississippi. Go with us as leaders, help us to do the right thing, and all of the citizens. In your Son Jesus' name, we pray, amen.
Amen. Just stand for the flag. Salute. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mayor, we passed out the minutes for the last several meetings. Everybody's had an opportunity to review them. This time I'd need a motion to approve the attached minutes.
May I have a motion for our minutes previous?
So move.
Second. So move to properly second for the approval of our previous meeting minutes. All in favor, use vote sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposers? Ayes have it, motion carried.
All right, department head comments, city clerk, I have none. Please,
Yes, Mayor, Board. Since our last meeting, Clarksdale Police has answered 397 calls for service, have made 40 arrests, 4 of those being felonies, and worked 11 accidents, and wrote 34 citations.
fire,
Good afternoon. Since last board meeting, we have 1 food on the stove, 1 stove fire, 1 car accident, 1 electrical fire, 1 grass fire, 1 car fire, 1 illicit, 1 bomb threat, and 1 alarm malfunction. Thank you.
Public Works,
Good afternoon. Last few weeks, we've been cutting the right of way on the city's outlying streets. Still working to cover the landfill debris. We removed 3 trees that were cut by contractors. Code enforcement had 2 court cases, issued 9 warnings and 1 citation. Building inspectors performed 20 inspections. And we've only had 1 level boom truck running for the last week, but we should have all 3 back in service tomorrow morning. And we're still cutting lots in all 4 wards.
personnel,
Good afternoon. The city is currently accepting applications for a heavy mechanic, city attorney, city clerk, director of public buildings, director of public works, fire chief, judge pro tem, municipal judge, police chief, city prosecutor, and public defender. Any interested parties may submit applications to the Wynn Johnson. Thank you.
grant writer,
Since we last met, I have submitted an application to Delta Regional Authority for their state's Economic Development Assistance Program with a request for $229,000 for trunk line replacement. Those are underground pipes in the Spruce Street area to complement the inlet work that we are doing already. Additionally, I want to announce that the Communities Unlimited office will be present tomorrow to collect the applications that were distributed through our office and returned to us. So any that we have still out need to be brought into us by noon tomorrow in order to be collected. Otherwise, they can be sent directly to Communities Unlimited by the citizen.
city attorney,
Good afternoon. We will have a planning commission meeting on Tuesday, September 9th. Any applications for the planning commission are due by this Friday, August 29th, by the close of business.
commissioner comments, Ward 1,
No comments at this time.
Ward 2,
None at this time.
Ward 3,
None at this time.
Ward 4.
None at this time.
All right, Mayor? Okay. Community comments? Cassandra Banks asked to be carried over until the next board meeting, which is September the 8th. Shannon Dixon? Oh.
Make sure we're timed, 3 minutes.
On the bottom.
Y'all hear me now? Okay. All right, so we're doing our 10th annual Cruising the Crossroads this year. It's gonna be our 10th annual, and it's gonna be October 25th. We have it in front of the Delta Blues Museum. This is the first time I've come before the board to ask for sponsorship. It's kind of brought awareness to this, that y'all sponsor local events, so I thought I'd give it a try. We're willing to take whatever you're willing to offer. I mean, but we'll start at 100,000 and we'll work our way down. So what y'all think? But anyway, seriously, we get a lot of people that come from all over. We have people coming as far as Florida, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, all our surrounding states. We have a lot of sponsors here in town. Let's see what here. All right, so another thing the city helps us with is, like, we used to do a parade and it didn't work out. We didn't get a lot of participation. But what we do like to have is have some security. If you guys can show up and hang out, the fire department usually hangs out with us. Y'all have any questions? This is gonna be on a Saturday from like 9 a.m. to about 3 p.m. We'll have live music at the stage. We'll have food vendors. Anything else I need to ask? I mean,
Take into consideration.
what y'all, $2,000 sound good to y'all?
So I think the last time, I think the last time we went to look at it, and we may be giving out money that we was not prepared to do, because we asked about the criteria that we use for giving out funding.
Okay, that's the reason I came. I didn't know
Yes.
if y'all had it in your budget, if you could help. If not, it's not a big deal.
Okay, gotcha. And I hadn't had time to look at the budget guys.
Make a motion, take it under consideration.
Second.
All in favor, will say
Aye.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Shannon.
Josephine Rhymes? Not present. Victor Wheatley?
Mr. Victor.
Hello. 3 minutes. Been told in advance. Turn. You get them out. Basically, you know why I'm here again. Solid waste management. I asked the questions. So the procedures in regard to all those. The Manila Tag folder is just an introduction right there, a letter to you all. But let's get started right here. I like to number two forward to a later date. But number one, Blue Tab. That's a letter I sent to CPU. This board told me to go to CPU. And that's, I have not heard from. As a citizen, and as a regulator, I haven't heard from.
not upset. Friday, August 23rd. The date is 22nd, correct? So you read that letter before you. No response. You get your bill, and then there's a note in there in regard to water quality. You look on there also, we got violations still standing. You probably get your bill, look at your bill, throw that little sheet away. But it says you go to that email. But it's a violation we got outstanding in regard to chlorine. Been going on for about 2 years. But we're supposed to be paying for a new facility, blah, 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 blah.
And you sent this letter to
You see,
when?
you see the dates, go to the second page, email address, email date. Those other letters are just letters of request in regard to solid waste management plan, so forth and so forth. If you see the date on the one that's sent to Curtis Barker, do you see that date, that email date? Okay. Now you could announce it. I'm not gonna come in here without paperwork. Plans and procedures, It's not written, it doesn't exist. Action plans.
I think the council, we should take into consideration and arranging a meeting between ourselves and CPU along with them to try to get down to the matter of
Yeah,
what
responding
it
to
is
it.
presented to us. I mean, 'cause it affects us all, especially with our drinking water. It's a big concern. I think that we should address with Curtis along with him and ourselves.
I have a question. Have you ever talked to Mr. Bosch about setting up a meeting?
That's in front of you, sir.
Don't come up personally.
No. I gave what you told me to do. I made contact. I'm not a mouthy person.
No response.
So, Mr. Wiggins, I look at the first letter, and then I notice, man, you got a very expensive folder here.
We're gonna do that second time around.
The second time around, you ain't got 3 minutes on it, huh?
You got my card, you can call me anytime, we can discuss it, work session, anything you wanna do. But like I said, this all started with blight, then it ran into solid waste management plan. I'm moving on to the next thing now. It went on to solid waste management plan. My friend here, Mr. Pearson, I've been worrying it, not worrying you, but it's been a whole year in regard to that, but you got a solid waste management plan coming in front of you, you need to get ready. So you need to get ready for that. That's the rest of these documents in regard to solid waste management.
Mr. Wheeler, it won't be a good time for you to meet with the council to put on this presentation.
Give me a call, y'all arrange it, I'll make the adjustments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kathy.
Homer Braylock.
Good afternoon, y'all. What Homer's passing out for the blue one is kind of stuff we've gone over in the past. It's just about y'all's renewal for your health insurance. Okay, I'm gonna hit the high notes because I know I can stand here for an hour and a half, and I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to listen to me for an hour and a half. We originally came out with an increase of about 40% because y'all's loss ratio is 150%, which means for every dollar we took in premium, we spent $1.50 in claims. Well, Homer beat me up as much as he possibly could. I begged, borrowed, and stole, called in every favor I could on actuary and got us down to 30%. Okay? The reasoning behind your increase obviously is your loss ratio. It's 150%. Now, the good news is the primary driver of your claims is coming off your plan, okay? Which is how I was able to get some off of it. The bad news is there's a recent cancer diagnosis, okay? So of course I called the actuary and was like, man, give me some history on this group because this is the first time y'all had an increase with us. Y'all had a 10% decrease in 23, a rate hold last year, and then obviously a big increase this year. So it freaked me out, as I'm sure it kind of freaks y'all out a little bit. And basically the actuary told me, said, look, since inception, we've lost a ton of money on this group. Now, we're not trying to get it all back in 1 year. I promise you that. He said, but every single year we have had this group, we've had at least one person who has had $450,000 or more in claims. Every single year. I'm like, well, man, they've only been here 3 years. That's like a coincidence, isn't it? He said, once or twice, yes. This is the third consecutive year. And now they got a cancer that they've just added on there too. I said, okay. I said, so I beat them up, got it down to 30%. I told Homer, I said, Homer, man, you're welcome to shop it with other carriers. And it looks like the other carriers that shopped it with declined based on the information that we provided. Okay. Y'all can flip through this. You'll see top claimants on here. I don't want to share it in an open forum. You'll see your premium versus claims. You'll see the primary medications that people on the plan are taking and how much those costs are. But y'all can look at that. But your biggest concern is how do we control our costs? What's one thing we can do? Well, y'all remember we've introduced the Blue Health Mobile Bus to where we will come to y'all and have people do have our people do physicals for the employees at no cost. It is only available to groups that are in the Delta, which obviously y'all are, due to lack of providers in this part of the state. And so who I brought with me is a lady named Katie Green. She's actually on that Blue Health Mobile Bus team. We got to increase participation, okay? The only way you're going to control your costs is to manage your risk. Find out whatever is going on as early as possible to try to avoid these big claimants that y'all had consistently for the last 3 years. So I'm going to turn it over to Katie and kind of let her talk about it a little bit. And then if y'all have any questions, I think Homer's going to finish it up after that. I sure can.
Good evening. Thank y'all for letting me speak. Again, my name is Katie Green. I'm the manager of the Blue Health Mobile. I believe I met with most of you at the table probably about a year ago. As Matthew mentioned, we have a very high chronic disease condition in the state of Mississippi, and the best way for us to approach that is to identify these issues early. That's what we have brought to the City of Clarksville employees. Unfortunately, what we've seen is we still have 110 of those employees who are not taking advantage of the wellness visit. Right now, what you'll see in the packet are the total patients that we have met with throughout the Delta. We are doing very well. We're identifying issues early on to avoid the catastrophic conditions like a heart attack, a stroke, type 2 diabetes, even colon cancer and breast cancer. So when I see that a group with 117 covered members has 110 who are not utilizing the wellness visit that's free to them, especially when we bring the visit to their front door, that is a cause for concern, especially when we do have claims that are very high. This is something that I have brought a list today of those employees who have not obtained their wellness visit in the past year. And that's something I would love to address. I would love to promote the opportunity for these employees to take just the time to walk out to the mobile. The initial visit, called the Healthy You, is 45 minutes to 60 minutes. There is no wait time. They schedule an appointment, they step out onto the mobile, we get a blood sample to get their blood sugar and their cholesterol. We do blood pressure, we do height and weight, and they have the opportunity during that 45 to 60 minutes to get their results and to have that conversation with the nurse practitioner. A very great benefit to that visit is they also meet with a dietitian. So instead of the provider saying, you need to eat a little healthier, goodbye, have a great day, we're glad you came, they get to meet with a dietitian who then says, you know what, Mr. Smith, your blood sugar was a 12 today. So let's talk a little bit, a 12 A1C, let's talk a little bit about what you're doing that could help move towards a healthier A1C. It's not about immediate medication intervention, although a 12 is very high. So that would probably be our first step. But for anyone who's in that low or moderate range, we're going to start with behavior change first. So there is a large opportunity here to identify those 110 and help them walk a healthier path. Any questions? And I would love to leave the list of those with someone along with some flyers and posters. Who would that go to? Thank you.
Let me draw your attention to one page she handed out. Turn right here. This is huge, okay? This is real data that we've got that we're giving to you. This is a cost analysis on a spending for your claims on a per member per month basis, okay? Those employees where our Blue Health Mobile manage their members, we're spending an average of $27.30 a month for them. For those that aren't, we're spending an average of $422.30. That's one pretty big difference. How we could save 27 or 22. That's your call. What you want us to spend on claims. Okay. We spend less in claims. We charge you less in premiums. That's the beauty of being a mutual company that we are. Okay. That's a big difference, guys. Next. Go ahead, Homer. Sorry, man.
Like I said, good evening to everyone. First of all, I would like to ask everyone to look at the very first page. When I first received the rates from Blue Cross, what I did, I called Blue Cross, then I called United Healthcare. Okay. And here in Mississippi, a really good side would be Blue Cross and United Healthcare. So if you see the very first page, United Healthcare stated that they are not able to even compete with Blue Cross Blue Shield rates this year, this calendar year. So at that point in time, I called Matthew again and asked him about, some relief on your rate. Because usually at 40%, if you look on their second page, those your rates when they first came out, it was 40%. So we did get the rate down to 30% with Blue Cross Blue Shield. And that was the best that we could possibly do. Okay, with that being said, you look at the very last page. You currently have a $1,000 deductible just with Blue Cross and Med Plus. If you go with that particular plan, you have a 24/10 out of pocket. And your employee only rate would be 560.25. Employee spouse would be 1190.49. Employee child would be 1036.45. Family would be 1729.76. Okay. That's if you keep what you have now. Well, what I'm gonna recommend to the city for calendar year 2025, I would suggest that you go with a $1,500 deductible and have a 24/10 out of pocket. And with the employee only, you're looking at 550.47. And employee spouse, 1168.99. And employee child, 1018.37. And family would be 1699.95. And I looked over my notes from 2022. The rates with Blue Cross at that point in time for $1,000 deductible was $624 for the employee only. So we're looking at 3 years later, and we're still in the ballpark for the price point. This is the best that we could possibly do. And again, United Healthcare, they were not covered. Amen. Do anyone have any questions? If you do, either myself or I would be more than happy to.
Homer, I do want to throw out as well, with Blue Cross Blue Shield, if you should happen to leave Blue Cross Blue Shield, there's a waiting period of 2 years, correct? Is it 2 or 1? It's 2, isn't it?
True, yes,
So what, if you leave Blue Cross Blue Shield, you cannot go back to them for 2 years.
that's correct. And,
But this is all we've got already.
right, and we have to have everything, because what I'm recommending, making a change to the $1,500 deductible. And if we do that, we gotta have all of the paperwork to Blue Cross, before the 15th. Before the 15th. Of September, in order to have a first October effective date. So, I would like the board to consider, and again, going forward with the $1,500.
So how much trouble though would it be for September 15th, since you already have pretty much everybody? I mean, you should have everybody, right?
Yes.
As far as applications.
Correct.
So it really shouldn't be that much trouble submitting to them if the board should decide, like last minute or something. On the 8th, we have a board meeting. So that's plenty of time.
Any other questions?
It's quite clear.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming.
Appreciate y'all's time and thank y'all for your business. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Dandy Jackson.
Put it on I'll say it to the mayor, to the commissioners, and to the employees of the city of Clarksdale, and also to Clarksdale residents. Good evening. We back again. That's to see what we can move this forward from the last meeting about 646 Cherry Street. I'm sorry I got on there 644, but it's 646 Cherry Street. So I don't have much to say about it, and so we just back in front of the board again to see whether there's any conclusion to this situation or what have become of it.
So I guess. No question. What was his final tab to get him out of trouble?
With the state alone, it was around $730 with the state alone. If he pays that to the state, they will put it back in his name, and then he can go forward paying taxes. It's the main thing.
After he pays that, he's got the taxes.
Yes.
24, right?
That'll cover, I believe, 2022, and then he will be able to catch up on his taxes then.
Come by my store, make a donation to you, okay?
We don't all make a donation.
You come by my store, and I'm gonna make a donation to you, sir.
The commissioners are gonna make a donation to clear it up.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now,
That would just be the 1 year.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, just the $730.
And then you
At
would be
least show
responsible
we
for
care, we
23 and 24 taxes.
23 and 24 now, is this just a timeline on this, when this will be taken care of, and that
I'm not sure what happened
So
with
they
the
will give the money to, I guess he's asking the commissioners for when can he expect the donation, because then it'll be up to him to take, it would be up to you to make arrangement with the state.
so when I talked to, I think it's Ms. Carter, so now, when I speak back with her, and I'll inform them that the board will take care of that,
No, they will give you the money.
Okay, the commission gives me the money
You take care of it.
and I take care of it.
We're gonna make a donation to you, sir.
Okay, all right. And so I will make contact with Ms. Carter on tomorrow and inform her. That's what's going on.
That you got individual donations.
Okay, and I'll let her put the timeline on it. And so when now I got to do the paperwork online. And, I think I got a lawyer who's going to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right, I appreciate you all very, very much. Thank you.
James Bosser. City clerk business. We had the petition on Lizzie Road. The residents of Lizzie Road were requesting that the private road be dedicated to the city to be maintained and used as a public road. The mayor had brought up a good point that going out there, looking at it, it's a very small road. It would require going into their property because you would have to have right of way. And are they willing, do they understand that and are they willing to do that?
Mr. Sam.
Good evening.
Yeah, we understand that we have to give up the right of way. But to take that for y'all to do something like that, but we really need to pay it.
And I think what they're emphasizing, Mr. Robinson, is not only the right of way of the road, but also to have an extra easement onto your personal lawn property so they can work on the road, because the road itself is not wide enough to contain the equipment needed to fix it and work on it. So it will not only just be the road itself, but extra easement beyond the road so they can do work.
Are you on the gravel or paved, sir?
Anything is done what we have now,
So,
you know.
I say we paved it. They got some, Craig, can you kind of elaborate on the material that they can use?
Well, I mean, once the road has been set up properly, then we can do what the county calls DBST, which is just mat, seal, tar, with rock on top.
Okay.
all right.
Thank you.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Move proper second. All in favor, use vote sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposers?
Obtain an easement.
Ayes have it, motion carried.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that the motion was to obtain easements for that property first before we can
Yes.
even consider anything else.
Yes, that's correct.
Decide.
We need an agenda back.
Yeah, it's my agenda.
So you need another agenda? Wait, is that the right one? Oh, that's because they have it right here. You ready? Okay. We obtained quotes for replacing the bay door in the Park Commission building. Would like to accept the lowest quote from Grenada overhead door.
Motion?
So moved.
Second. Move proper second for the Grenada overhead door quote of $10,500. And this is for the Park Commission building. All in favor, use vote sign of aye.
Aye.
Opposers? Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Would like to acknowledge receipt of the order from Clarksdale Municipal School District to levy a tax from ad valorem taxes.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Moving properly second. All in favor, use vote sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Permission for the mayor and the city clerk to execute the release of Les Pendens on that property of 501 Prince and to have said recorded.
May I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Moving properly second, all in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Permission to approve the agenda software from Granicus beginning October 1.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moving properly second, all in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Ward 2,
Shannon Dixon, man.
I need a motion. He's making the motion to appoint Shannon Dixon.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved properly second for the Quality of Life Board appointee Shannon Dixon. That's for Ward what?
Ward
2. All in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
All right. The appointment for the election commissioners.
Are there any recommendations?
Working.
Are there any recommendations?
The three we have.
Who was the three we had?
Humber, Clark, and
Sanford Johnson,
Sanford Johnson.
Ann Clark, and Rivers Humber.
They've done well. No problem. I'll make a motion to keep them.
Motion fails.
No second.
Ward 2, library appointment expires September 30th of 25. Carry this over.
Is there a recommendation?
I'll stay with Ms. Beat if she'll do it again. She's excellent.
May I have a second?
Second.
I'll make a motion, yes.
Second.
Moved properly second. Ms. Townsend maintains her position. All in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Park Commission, this is at large. Mayor, this is yours.
Okay.
September 8th is when it expires. You want to carry it over?
Carry over.
Need a motion to carry it over.
So moved.
Second.
Moved properly second. All in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Aye.
Cell phone service, we talked Thursday about possibly taking proposals for the service.
Yes.
Are we interested in doing that?
Very much so.
Yes.
So moved.
Second.
Moved properly second.
Aye.
That we have the cell phone services, bids.
Taking proposals.
Take the proposal. All in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Authorization for the mayor to execute the agreement between the city and Belinda Stewart. This is for elevator upgrade.
May I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Moved properly second. All in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
We had a request from the municipal school district. They're requesting Public Works to demolish and remove a trailer that is located behind George H. Oliver Elementary School.
What kind of trailer is it?
I don't know.
Do we put it on the list to get our things done before that? Because we got a long list and they gotta get in line.
Who owns the trailer?
The school district.
Who put the trailer there?
School district.
I mean, is it salvageable? Is it worth anything or? Anybody tell us?
Carry it over and we can go review and bring it back to the board.
Just carry over, let's look, and we see if it's got any kind of salvage value, or they want to pull it off and destroy it.
But yes, it could be added to the list.
Yes, ma'am.
Would that be in the way of a motion?
You wanna make a motion, I'll gladly make
Need a second? Carry it over to go
I
review.
motion that we carry over until the next meeting.
Second.
Moved properly second. All in favor, use the phone sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Permission to pay miscellaneous claims.
Have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Moved properly second, that we, pay our miscellaneous claims. All in favor, use the phone sign of aye. Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Permission to approve the Walk It Out Clarksdale on September the 1st from 9:30 a.m. until completed.
May I have a city motion?
So moved.
So moved.
Second.
Been moved and properly second. All in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Permission to accept the lowest quote for the environmental permitting services for the Sunflower River Walk.
May I have a motion?
I have a question, please.
Question?
Wasn't this a grant that covered all this?
Yes, this is being covered by a grant, but we do still have to go through the standard procurement policies.
So moved.
Second. Moved properly second. All in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Public Works, I had quotes for tree removal. 134 17th Street and 400 block of Page Avenue.
And how much money have we spent on trees at this point?
85,000?
No,
I think that's what you said,
it's gonna
85?
be more than that.
More than that now.
It's over 100. And only 30,000 was budgeted.
But I think that it has gotten so far out of control, that's the reason we're having to spend these funds.
It's over 100.
I have a question, please, Ms. Kathy. What would we put in our new budget for trees?
We didn't put for trees, we put tree trimming in the budget. But I will currently say that we have been looking and we're having trouble trying to find somebody to do it. So there was no money put in there to cut trees, because we were hoping to hire a tree trimmer, which we still got another month to be looking.
Do we have the equipment to, we do? Ms.
Yes, ma'am.
Anderson? Okay. So all we need is somebody to do it.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd rather hire somebody than keep contracting
Yeah.
out.
So it's $100,000 a lot for a year of tree cutting. I've seen some high prices on tree cutting. Is that high?
Yes, I don't know that we've ever spent that much for cutting trees.
We had 30 in the budget, but 100, we said we over.
Okay.
The only other thing that I'm gonna add is now you've been put on notice. I'm not sure, I mean, Craig and I talked about what the tree looked like. There were hanging branches, I know, on Page Avenue. And, they were having trouble with limbs falling on the house, I'm assuming in city right away as well. Over on 17th Street.
Might be a big tree, God bless.
And then notice, of course, is on potential liability claim.
So trees on city property.
One on 17th Street, that's the state.
It's a state on a lot, but there's 2 trees that's actually on it.
Wait, hold on. Two trees involved or one tree?
2 trees on 17th Street.
So that price is for both of them?
Yes, sir.
And one's on city property, one's on state property?
Yes, sir. One's on, it's actually on the right of way, one's sitting back off the right of way, but it's on the state property.
But they're not paying anything. Ma'am, that's just a pipe dream, right? I thought so. Would probably behoove us to cut it, wouldn't it? Instead of a claim, because we didn't cut that tree on Court Street, it fell on the guy's house, came back and bit us in the rear end.
All right, may I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Been moved properly second. All in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Personnel.
All right, acknowledge that Josephine Bruce is out on medical leave.
Motion.
So moved.
Second.
Moved properly second. All in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Permission to make longevity increases for David Walker, Hunter Rybel, Timothy Hudson.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Moved properly second. All in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Completion of introductory period for Belinda Edwards.
Have a motion.
So moved.
Second. Moving properly second, all in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried.
Would like to offer employment to, Raquel Harper as a patrol officer in the police department and Curtis Sharkey as a knuckle boom operator in public works.
Have a motion? Moving.
Second.
Moving properly second, all in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Would like to hire Charles Hampton as patrol officer in the police department and Edward Johnson as patrol officer.
So moved.
Second.
Moving properly second, all in favor, use the voting sign of aye. Ayes have it, motion is carried.
Would like to acknowledge the resignation of Sandra Johnson.
May I have a motion?
So move.
Second.
Moving properly second, all in favor, use the voting sign of
Aye.
Planning Commission.
Yes, first, we'd just like to acknowledge receipt of the commission minutes from the August 12th.
Commissioner Earl. Commissioner Earl.
So moved.
Second.
Moving properly second, all in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion carried.
Next, there was a recommendation by the planning commission to allow Myron Fields a conditional use to build apartments at MLK and LaFleur.
So moved.
Second.
Been moving properly second, all in favor, use the voting sign of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, motion is carried.
And lastly, there was a request, where the planning commission recommends to approve the request of Eddie Taylor to have an event center at 219 Yazoo Avenue under the conditions that he manages litter control, has security on site for each event, and has crowd control to prevent loitering or congregating outside of the venue.
May I have a motion?
So moved.
Sir, would you come to the podium? Does the council recommend?
Good evening, you all.
Can you state your name, please?
Eddie Taylor, Wayne just made the motion for 219 Yazoo Avenue.
Okay, thank you.
They recommended that I have a restriction on having a security on site with each event. I was trying to get that restriction moved because sometimes people rent out for repass or birthday parties, and I don't feel like there's a need for security at those events.
I agree.
So the board does have the power to pass the planning commission recommendations as is, or they have the power to modify the conditions as well and still approve the conditional use with or without the conditions, or as many conditions as this board says it needs.
My concern is there are several other areas down there that are also doing the same thing. Yazoo events, and then next to it is the bank. Then over here is
Ebony's Bar.
Ebony's Spa. But they have events there too, you know, so I'm kind of concerned, the parking, and so many people, and then especially when you have like, nightclub events, you don't need security, and you can cut me off for saying that.
Those events I understand. I'm speaking of like regular events, like kids parties. They said each event and like a repass and things like that. I know we won't be able to. I don't think it's necessary to have a security scene over a family or anything like that.
I make a motion just to alter the planning thing and just for birthday parties and repasses, no security, and security of the other events, sir.
Yes, sir.
That work for you?
Yes, sir.
You made a motion.
I make a motion we do that.
Have a second?
So move.
Moving properly second.
Second.
All in favor, use both sides of aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it,
I
motion
want
is
her to
carried.
go down as a name, because I think that we should have security, and that's just me saying that. And like I say, you say what you want to say, but I think that there should be security. If the planning committee said it, then I think we should follow their lead.
I'll vote for it.
I
Commissioner
think we should
Sykes?
follow their lead.
Let me add to if you don't mind. And I think, and when I think about it, Commissioner Down, I have to agree. Now, what happens is what's happening downtown everywhere. Does the city have a situation where I remember being involved in a lawsuit where somebody got a shot in the apartment and all the apartment had to have security. So I'm thinking about what we're talking about now. I agree, but are the rest of the places now having to have security?
No, they
right
do
now?
not. They do not.
Okay. Okay.
I know whenever we have events, we have security. We have security because we need security. Not just the cars are out there, cars are out there. And that's mostly nightclubs, I'm gonna tell you. And like I said, I don't got dog in them. That's mostly nightclubs. So when you have that kind of atmosphere, you need security. And I don't care, thank you.
And I would think that this
Yeah, for life, anything like that is required. I'm speaking of daytime family events and things like I just said, kids' birthday party, repast, anything like that. I also gave Attorney Miller a copy of the document. I don't know if he passed out to you all, to express that we not only doing nightlife, things like that. We have a lot of things lined up for kids. I'm a community guy myself, and I work with kids more than adults, so that's not the only thing the event center built for. But nightlife is required, but I'm speaking of like family engagement events.
Chief, what you think about it?
I think if we look at the, I think if you follow the same guidelines that you do with the city auditorium that you have there, I think they require, for security at any event, regardless of what it is.
I have a question. The rest of the event centers down there don't have that put on them?
To my knowledge, no.
No, that's not
But
fair.
Mr. Adams, we're trying to make Clarksdale better. We're not trying to go with the same thing that we've been doing all the time. We're trying to make it where now we can get
You
people.
already voted, so they can look at it.
Thank you,
already
Mr.
have a
Taylor.
motion set.
Thank you.
You still want to vote
Yeah. The motion was to allow with exclusion, no
birthday
security during repast, daytime events and birthday parties.
That's
That
correct.
was the
That
motion.
is correct,
So Commissioner Sykes, it's on you,
and I second it.
but I'm polling the board, so is it yay or nay?
Everybody voted yea except Ms. Down.
But I have to poll the
Okay.
board individually and hear their
Okay.
votes.
All right.
It was an aye.
No.
Thank you. Oh. That's it. There is no executive session matter that I know of. Is it 4:53? So, next thing that we have is budget hearing at 5:15. So we can just recess until
We'll sit
5:15.
recess to, the budget hearing at 5:15.